All right, we're live. There we go. I actually had this scheduled for like 6 minutes from now, but we're early,
We're
so
early.
that's how it works. I don't know. I
Why not?
I
Why
mean,
not?
technically, I literally just scheduled this stream like 4 or 5 hours ago, and I messaged you, and it's like, "Hey, you want to
Yeah.
do this?" And you were like, "Yeah, I'll do that." And so I appreciate it. And because I know you are a super busy guy. With I saw you got a new statue in yesterday.
Oh yes, I did.
I
You
don't
you
remember
were
which one.
watching the live stream?
Did you say which one it was? I just heard Prime One.
It was Batgirl. So I finally finished my Arkham Prime 1 line, and Batgirl was the last one that I needed to get. She came in, and I'm so happy that the room is now filled with Prime 1 statues, and my wife is not very happy,
Well,
unfortunately.
how funny is it that a year ago you had
Yeah.
no statues, and then last year I bought a whole pile of statues,
Mm-hmm.
and then the previous year to that I didn't have any. They multiply very quickly.
They have this magical quality of being able to multiply instantaneously.
Yeah,
You get a fever of some kind. You're like, ooh, imagine a whole line of these because you get addicted to that presence, that large scale, large format. And I did. I fell victim to it.
I
And
understand.
you get it. You
I,
get it.
I totally get it. The only problem is nobody makes third scale Star Wars anything.
I
It
know.
sucks.
It's a crime. Imagine a third scale Darth Vader. Like Sideshow made the half scale, but half scale I think is a little bit too unmanageable. I think they're too big. But a third scale Vader, just in a simple pose, his hands on his belt boxes, maybe with a swap out so you can hold the lightsaber. Damn,
I mean, just there's so many possibilities. It
I
just
know.
drives me nuts. So I've actually, believe it or not, I've actually ordered some DC statues.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
uh,
Now
I,
we're talking.
I did. I'm on the fence. I'm seriously on the fence with this one, and
Hmm.
you're an enabler, so well.
I am.
Um, I'm seriously considering the Fabok Prime One Batman with the giant cape that's like 4 foot tall.
Okay. Funny you mentioned that because I was also considering that. I was looking at the pictures the other night,
Yeah,
and my wife caught a little glimpse of me looking at the picture. She was like, mm-mm. And I was like, but it looks really good. And Joker's got multiple heads, and Batman's got multiple heads. I
yeah.
mean, it's two. If you're going to have one statue to represent DC, Batman swooping down with Joker in the vat of chemicals. I mean, you can't get any more iconic than
That
that.
one's cool. Yeah. Yeah. But the one with the Fabok one is just oh, it's like oh man. But I know that I'm gonna need like to like knock out a wall or something by the time I'm done with all this mess. It's ridiculous. Because I have the Queen
Yeah.
Studios Wonder Woman coming. That's only quarter scale, so that's manageable.
Quarter
That's
scale, manageable. Although the wingspan is quite big, but still
yeah,
manageable.
manageable. But third scale is like it's just that one little notch up, which is tempting. And like if somebody out there, Queen Studios, if you would like to make some third scale Star Wars pieces, that would be amazing. Um, I would be 100% up. I can't be alone. I can't be alone in that.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know if you want
You
third
Mac
scale Star Wars.
third scale General Grievous.
Oh, okay. Imagine third scale Grievous holding up a clone with one arm,
Yes,
lightsaber. Like, oh, so many possibilities.
yes. I am very salty that they don't exist. And the only person really making Star Wars XM Studios does some Star Wars pieces, but
Yep.
the main one making Star Wars pieces is not generally the company. Um,
I think they have the exclusive rights to do statues for Star Wars, except for XM. They share with XM, I think.
yeah,
Um,
but that Mythos Vader they're doing is amazing, and I definitely got
he
that.
looks, he does look good, but they should flex their muscle a bit. Try a third scale. Why not?
Yeah.
Just
I
give it a
wish
go.
I wish it was just anyways. Anyways, we're here. We've got Justin here, guys. We already have. Oh, we already got a super chat. Oh, we got a super chat. Did you watch
Oh
the Kenshin? What did you think? I haven't had a chance to watch this. Have you seen this movie series? You haven't seen it.
no, Brendan
Okay.
has been messaging me about it,
Yeah.
telling me I need to watch it. So I told him I will, and I definitely will.
Yeah.
I'm a man of my word after all, so I will definitely watch it, but I have not yet. No.
Yeah, I haven't been able to. I was planning on watching it this weekend, but that didn't work. I ended up watching several episodes of 1883, which is amazing.
Okay.
And then I'm going to watch this thing because those VTS is doing that figure set of
And
the
so.
and so. But VTS is doing something that I think is just crazy innovative.
Forearms. Yeah.
Man, so good. So good.
That's the future, in my opinion, is the seamless forearms in very, like, you can include forearms with joints as well. That's what people don't get. Like, it's not one or the other. They can give you one with the joints and then give you 5 with the seamless, because 9 times out of 10, you probably, if it's an iconic pose for a character, you're probably going to use the seamless anyway. So you can have both. It's not one or the other.
But they look so like I didn't even. We talked about this maybe a week or so ago. I think I was talking to Brendan about it. Like I know nothing about the character, haven't seen anything, but I saw those figures and I was like, I got to have that. That's freaking amazing.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to go watch the movies. So that's how it goes. And they're on Amazon or Netflix or something.
Yeah, he told me where I can. Brendan told me where I can find them. I don't. I'll have to go back and read the message. I'll definitely watch it. Brendan, if you're watching, I will watch it.
He's going to troll us. So what I wanted to talk about tonight, we had some 6-scale news that I wanted to chat about. That is
big news.
Big flipping news. And I wanted to hear from you, and I wanted to hear from the community their thoughts on this. But this is flipping ginormous news. And I'm excited. I know I just am. Let me find this proper screen here. Oh no, where's my screen? Oh, there it is. I got way too many screens here. Oh, it's just going to give me a spinning thing. That's nice. Let's try that again. That's crazy. Go technology. But I am let's try this.
Come on now. Behave.
Try this one more one. Thank you. I must have had too many windows open. Try this again.
Do the thing that we need you to do, which is show us the
cooperate. All right, let's try this. Anyways, I'll get to the pictures in a second. Queen Studios started a whole new freaking separate division. I'm thinking it's a separate division. It's not a separate company, I guess. I don't know.
It is a division. It's the same. Like it's Queen, but they wanted to have a separation, I guess, for tax purposes. I don't know why they're doing.
Maybe licensing purposes. Maybe I don't know.
Could be.
Yeah.
But it's Queen Studios making figures. Let's be honest.
It is. I'm going to pull up Facebook because this thing's just being silly, but whatever.
Excellent.
Let me go here to Queen Studios. New In Art. In Art is the name of their little
Don't
adventure.
love the name. It makes me think of Buy Art, which is that third-party company.
Yeah.
I love Queen Studios. Great name. Really like that. We'll see if that name sticks around, or if they'll just end up putting Queen on the box, which I think is the wiser idea.
Oh, I guess my photo thing's just not going to work tonight, but there you go. That's lovely. Do
you want me to bring it up?
Yeah, if you don't mind. For whatever reason,
yeah.
I'm having technical difficulties.
I'll bring it up. I also have some pictures. If we're going to talk about the J&D 1/6 scale figures, I also have some pictures of some figures they've made in the past, because they're not new to making figures. They have made some before.
Yeah, the Queen Studios thing, I'm super excited about this. But what I kind of wanted to go with this. Everybody's asking the same question: what's the price? What's the price? What's the price? And I have a different take. I have a different opinion of this whole thing that I'd like to put out there. In the chat, are you looking for another company to make similar style figures to Hot Toys at the same price point, a lower price point, or are you looking for something a step up? That's exactly.
It's a great question.
That's what I
want to say. They're the next generation, Ryan. The next generation.
I initially, when I read that, so I saw that like in my feed, and I was like, they're making Star Trek figures.
Star Trek.
I said, no, those Star Trek figures. That was the first thought I had in my head. But what are your thoughts, Justin? Are you looking for competition, or are you looking like that Prime one? I'm going up a level, or where do you fall?
With Queen, with J&D, I have something very specific in mind, and I guess we'll talk about J&D separately. But with Queen, they come in usually in the I'm talking about in the statue realm. Obviously, they come in around Prime 1 price point, maybe a little bit less, but the quality I found is exceptional. So I have 3 of their statues. I've got Batman, I've got Joker, and I've got the Spider-Man, the quarter scale Spider-Man. So a range of scales as well. So I like to think that I've got a feel on what their quality is like. The likenesses, insanely good. The hair rooting, insanely good. The tailoring, because they use real fabric on Batman and Joker, fantastic. So what I'm looking for from them is a little bit of a step up, but not too much. I'm looking for that, as they say, the next generation, but I'm not expecting silicon, seamless everything, and I'm not expecting, some crazy advancement in 1/6 scale figures. I'm expecting different characters to what Hot Toys are doing going forward, and also potentially an improvement on what Hot Toys done in the past. Like, you can see there's a tease here of a Neo and Heath Ledger's Joker and Timothée Chalamet's character, I forget his name, in Dune.
Yeah.
Paul, is it? Yes, Paul.
Atreides, yeah.
And Legolas. I don't know who the other. I think it's Gandalf, and I don't know what the hooded.
I think it's a
creature.
Nazgul. It's a demon type ghost thing.
Okay.
I saw this photo earlier, and I said, another freaking Joker. That was my initial thought. I was like, we didn't know.
Well,
the other ones
been a while,
right?
Since we got a 1/6.
I don't doubt they're going to do a good job with it. No doubt.
Ooh, they're going to kill it.
Which I might have to eat crow on that one, but but I was like, if another company comes on board, make something else. Like, do something else. I don't know. Do Star Wars, damn it.
Yep, that I would love to see Star Wars. Trexler has a good point. Limited edition, if they did limited runs, then he says he will pay more, but I think people would be more willing to step into that higher price point if they say there's only 500 in the world or 1,000 in the world.
Yeah,
I think people, limited is not really, like, I don't really lose any sleep thinking, ooh, I've got one of 500, ha 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 ha. But I know some people really love limited. Yeah, so maybe,
I mean, look at that So Toys Gambit that I think they made 500 or 600 or whatever they made of that. That thing's like triple retail now. It's crazy. It's a really good figure. In fact, I had mine over here yesterday. It's a great figure.
A lot of people are asking for Star Wars. I don't think they're going to be allowed to touch that Star Wars license, not with the American company and Hot Toys. I'm pretty sure Hot Toys still is borrowing that license from California. I don't think they have the exclusive rights, because there are characters that I've been told they're not allowed to make because the other company is making them, like C-3PO, for instance.
Which really annoys me, because I don't own a C-3PO, and I'm gonna have to buy one. And
you have to get the Bandai, the die-cast Tamashi one. It is so good.
I've been looking.
They're so expensive.
Without selling a kidney, I'm like, I'm gonna buy that, or I'm gonna buy a statue. I'm gonna buy a statue versus a C-3PO.
That is more than fair, I think. Yeah. But just before I shut up, I think that they have a really good grasp on what people want. It's high-end interpretations of characters that either have been made in the past and now are outdated, like DX11. I love DX11. It doesn't touch some of the customs that we've been seeing. Some of the custom head sculpts for Joker are insane. The licenses that they are working with, licenses that Hot Toys don't really play with. So leave Star Wars and Marvel to Hot Toys. Hot Toys do a great job, and they give us more than enough from those licenses. We've been complaining for years that DC, we want Arkham, we want Nolan verse, we want Zack Snyder's verse, whatever you call it.
Comics.
Yeah, comic. I would love to see a year 2 Batman or a 3 Jokers Batman. Like, there are so many possibilities. This now opens the door for a license that I have been saying for years has been unloved, for them to go and make some characters from the pantheon of characters that they now have access to. So I'm really happy about that. Quality is going to be high. Price is going to be, I think, not as high as some people are thinking, but it will, I think, be a step above Hot Toys, but you'll get the quality out of that, maybe limited. I don't know.
The limited part doesn't bother me at all either. But I'm looking for somebody. Number one, I'm all for competition in the marketplace.
Agreed.
Unfortunately, there's been a monopoly in the space we like to collect. It's been a monopoly there on licensed products, anyways. Unlicensed,
Yes.
not so much. Unlicensed products, been a monopoly, and that's not good. It's not good for the economy side of it, but it's also not good in the variation. It's not good for the collector to not have options. And in addition to that, more competition means maybe the hometown favorites, I guess if you will, the originals will step up their game in either quality or speed. I would prefer speed because I think quality is fine. Speed.
I also think that there's another ramification. I think Hot Toys are going to make, this is crazy to say because they already make far fewer than anyone else, far fewer DC products going forward. If we know anything, Hot Toys doesn't like to share. They don't like to share the sandbox. They don't like to share the toys. Quite literally. So I think we're going to see far fewer DC products from them, which is actually good for them because they can focus on their bread and butter, what they know sells in volumes, what they know sells really well, what they can do really well, Marvel and Star Wars, and let a company like Queen and J&D, who are really hungry, they're new companies, small team, quick to market, usually with their statues anywhere from a 6 to 8 month turnaround. They can come in and make the stuff that Hot Toys just wouldn't and couldn't because it's unfeasible for them. They need to sell 100,000. These people can sell 500 or 1,000 because they're already operating on those margins with their statues.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. And I think I'm with you. I'd like to see, that's what I'm saying. When I saw the Heath Ledger Joker, I was like, I want to see some other. Now they did tease us with the new Neo. I'm assuming that's who that is in the background. The new Neo,
it looks
latest movie. And I mean, I'll get it if it's good because I like Keanu Reeves, but the movie was bullshit. I didn't like the movie. The Atreides, I think, looks great. The Hobbit.
I'm trying to find that image of Batman. Did you see that? They have the Batman, and I don't know if that's real or if it's Photoshop. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know if it was in this group or
on the in-art page. They only have a couple of images.
Okay, I think it was in my group. By the way, can I just say them making a Facebook group? Terrible idea. Very bad idea.
Amen.
People are going to be posting every day saying, Queen, can you make this? Can you please make this? Where's my order? Where's this? Terrible idea.
Yeah, ask Yost or anyone of us that has a large group. I'm telling you, there's effects. It's cause and effects. So they're not all bad, but there are some bad ones.
Bob Dylan.
Hey, look
through. Thank you, Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay, so I don't know if this is real, but this was floating around. Queen Studios in art. You got your QR code that apparently leads back to WeChat. So this could be real. This is something that really excites me because if they are playing in the same realm as Hot Toys with the Batman and they're showing a bike as well, Queen is already making a 1/6 scale Catwoman on Batpod.
Yeah,
not a massive stretch. This is exciting for me. The competition is, turn the fire up on the pan just a little.
I'm hoping so because I'm the biggest DC fan in this space. I am. But that was a damn fine film. And if I told you that, I was like, it's a freaking.
Yeah, you did. You messaged me. I need to go and see it again. I've been meaning to go. I've seen it twice, and over the weekend there was a ton of bullshit and drama and whatnot. It's cleared up and resolved now. The companies have fixed their shit, but of course I got dragged into it. So I had my whole weekend was a bust. So I was feeling a little bit down. Stressful.
Understood.
I wanted to go and see it again. I haven't been able to go and see it again yet, but I do want to. Yeah, I felt like Robert Pattinson in the movie. To be honest, that's how I felt.
Yeah, I said without going too much of a tangent. One of my groups I'm in, they asked me, "Well, how did Pattinson do as Bruce Wayne?" And I said, "Well, Bruce Wayne wasn't even in the movie." So.
in the three scenes that we see him,
he was like
honestly. I love that though.
I'm okay with it because I want to see Batman. I've seen whatever. Brendan's Brendan's got some thoughts. He says, Queen Studios, give me Daredevil,
Okay.
comics and MCU. Ben Affleck on Daredevil? No, not Charlie.
Hey, I would buy that. I would just why not?
Just
I mean,
to have it
yeah,
as a
exactly.
multiverse. As a multiverse figure.
Yep. It's a
or
cool looking suit
wow.
too.
His super chat comes with a threat or risk incurring a wrath. Wow.
Okay.
All right, Brendan. Seriously, I can annoy the crap out of people like nobody's business. That is a fact. That is 100%.
Okay.
In art or Queen Studios, do not let Brendan in your group.
Oh my god.
He is 100% troll.
I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they have the Disney Fox MC. I don't think they're gonna be playing in that space, Brendan. Unfortunately, I don't think.
Maybe Queens will finally do Shazam.
Yes.
Although I think Soso's doing a Shazam too. I think.
Soso's doing the. They're planning on doing. I don't know how far along they are. They're planning on doing the first suit from the first movie, which I'm really happy with.
Yeah.
And maybe the rest of the family. That's on the cards. He said, depending on how Shazam sells, it's not too hard to do the rest of the family. Same body, similar patterns. Why not?
It'd be like the Power Rangers set from 3A, 3-0.
Exactly.
Like, here you go. Here's a whole box of Skittles, and they're awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, I think this competition of these companies is overdue, 100%. And I hope, like you guys are saying, like the other licenses are going to do. There was a photo. Let's say they had Legolas on that promo photo. They had Joker, Atreides, and then
let's go back to the group. I think I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah,
this one here.
Gandalf,
so
Gandalf. But Asmus is a great Gandalf, so I don't know what else you can do with that figure. I don't know.
That Crown Series Gandalf, Ryan, was so good. Yeah. The diorama base, the hair. I mean,
the sculpt. I mean, I don't know what else you could do with that figure, but we'll see. We'll find out.
Interestingly enough, one of my admins, we had a bit of a back and forth about this. I found it quite interesting because he said, as soon as Queen does Lord of the Rings, I'm all in. And I was like, hang on, whoa. We already have really great Lord of the Rings. Why all of a sudden? And he said, oh, yeah, the Crown series is good, but Queen Studios, they're going to kill it. And I was like, but they haven't made a single 1/6 scale figure. You don't know that. And the Crown series is incredible. If you weren't in at that price point and that quality, I really don't believe that you're going to be in at the price point that Queen Studios is going to come in at. But these statue makers, what I'm trying to say is they have a cult following. Like J&D sells out like that in 30 minutes. They're gone. The entire run is gone. Queen Studios may have that with their 1/6 scale figures, depending on if they go high-end, really nice quality bases, but keep everything quite simple and uniform. I think they could have a runaway success, and they could sell out very quickly, depending on how they approach it, of course.
Right. Well, everybody's not saying everybody. A lot of people are saying, "Well, I want it to be less expensive. Hot dogs, less expensive." I don't see that happening.
Never.
They don't have, and of course, we don't have inside knowledge of this. We don't know what their capacity is, but I think they'll have smaller runs, higher price, and either equal or a little higher quality. I don't know what they could really do on the internal side of the figure to make it awesome, unless they just did like Feist and Fighting for everything.
That is a good point. Are they going to make their own bodies? Are they going to use off-the-shelf bodies with like Fison or Gang Hood or World Box? It's a very good point, actually. I didn't even factor that in.
Please.
World Box has the bulk that they can't stand at all.
Or Sideshow.
Don't even talk about those bodies.
Oh my God. I don't know, but I think like I was just thinking like of the figures.
Yes.
What would, and in chat as well, what would you like to see improved? For me, it's like Hot Toys head sculpts over the last 18 months have just gone next level, ridiculous good.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part, there's some weird ones in there, but next level, this Pattinson Batman they just put on display. Oh, damn! Like if we get like 80% of that, I'm good. It was freaking amazing.
Yeah.
So I don't know where they go from there. It's got to be accessories, or is Queen Studios going to like do like the diorama display thing and go with that route?
Mm-hmm. Okay,
that's from the statue background,
Statue background. Their bases are not usually, except for the Spidey. It's quite quite a good intricate base. He's got the the airplane runway with the cones, and it's a cool base. I think where they could play quite well is the tailoring. Hot Toys does a really good job with superhero suits.
Yeah.
But when it comes to their Heath Ledger Joker, some of the custom tailorers out there make a suit that looks real. Like it fits the body so well. Hot Toys with business suits, and they haven't made a guy in a suit for a very long time, I think, for this reason. Their business suits come across a bit dolly, a bit thick and toyetic, and I think this is where they can outshine Hot Toys in the quality of the tailoring. Maybe they give every character moving eyes. Maybe that's their differentiator.
That's interesting.
Or they give every character they make, like all of these characters, as you can see here, have long hair. Every character with rooted hair. That could be their thing. And rooted hair done really well, for example.
That would, I'd be okay with that.
Oh, that Joker with never got a
yes.
With proper rooted hair.
Because like you said, that DX11 Joker, like it's a good figure, but it's definitely dated.
It is,
and especially in the hair situation. It's like really, like, I mean, I get it; was good at that time, but now what we got is kind of a different level. So, yeah, I'm with you on that. And if rooted hair, I don't like rooted hair, but if it's done well, like on Gamora, it did a pretty good job on Gamora. I like that one. And the recent was did the Golden Armor Wonder Woman. That was fine. I didn't have a problem with that. So,
I agree.
He was wearing a hat that kind of tames it down. So
it tames it down. I'm going to bring up the. I'm going to see if the artist, the lead artist for Queen Studios, who is in charge of this project, is called Viper. I'm going to do a bit of research while we're here and just see if that artist has made any custom.
I'm pretty sure that's Bob Dylan's like Call of Duty screen name or something. That's him.
I don't know if this is the same Viper, although I don't know how big the 1/6 scale artist realm is. But I am on a page from a figure artist, also called Viper, and the work is incredible.
I'm in. Is it like the Poor Toys guy that's doing the
I'll bring it up. Again, I don't know if this is the same Viper, but the space isn't huge. This, to give you an example of a Heath Ledger quarter scale figure, incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, if this is what we're looking at, something like this, rooted hair, that tailoring looks perfect.
The tailoring, I think, is on point. Like, we don't have a proper Tony Stark in a proper fitted suit. I want one of those. I've been looking forever. Can't find the right suit for it, but yeah.
I mean, you can tell by the pictures that this is what I was talking about. Like that next level up of quality, but in like not to say that it's wow, it's really well put together, but just to say that it looks so accurate and so classy is a word that I keep coming back to.
Yeah.
If this is the same Viper, then I am.
Why do I not?
For
that's freaking beautiful.
I know. Look at. I love Last Samurai. For those who don't like Last Samurai, give it a chance. Go and watch it again.
It takes a couple watches, a couple views.
I really like that movie. I had so much fun with that movie. It's a deep story, but some of the work that Viper has done here, very, very impressive. So I'm hoping that we see this level of quality from Queen.
Yeah, I hope so.
I'm hoping.
I'm anxiously optimistic is where I'm at. So in the chat, I'll throw this out there. Are you guys looking? What do you we talked about higher price point, higher quality, limited runs, that kind of stuff. What are you? If another company popped up, like where would they end up in the spectrum for you guys in the chat? Like, would they end up at the $200 mark and be? I mean, or see, my initial thought I was thinking about this today was I would like to see Queen Studios do amazing work. Head sculpt, tailoring was definitely on the point.
Yep.
And I was thinking, let's say Hot Toys average is now US dollars is $250 to $300, $280, somewhere in that ballpark. So I'm thinking they're going to come into the $350, $400 average range to start with. That's kind of where thinking they're going to end up. I'm just guessing. I don't know.
I think
I don't know.
because they aren't associated with the company in LA that has the overinflated price. Because in Hong Kong, we all know in Hong Kong, the price for a Hot Toys figure is drastically, sometimes even $100 less than in America.
Big time.
So actually, I didn't really think about this as much, but because Queen is selling direct to consumer, they could actually be at a similar, if not slightly lower price point because they don't have another company that's needing to scrape their cheddar off the top. They could still be profitable, still be at that price point, still higher than Hot Toys are in Hong Kong, but they're making all of the cheddar. They're not having to share it with anyone else. So...
And will they get the distribution channels to get them to wherever they got to go?
If they're like 3-0, they should be able to do it themselves. If 3-0 can do it, I think that they can do it too.
Yeah. Because I know Queen Studios, I think they made a post, I think it was them, about their third scale Mira statue.
J&D, that's J&D.
Oh, J&D, sorry. That was J&D. They were talking about having issues getting the license in the States and distribution and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
For that
they don't have the rights.
Yeah.
For the States.
It doesn't mean you can't buy it. You just gotta know
exactly.
You just gotta know a guy. So if Queen Studios has the distribution channel set, and we don't know if we're a year out from a figure or 2 years or 8 or 2 weeks. We don't know anything. If they have the distribution channel down to where they can lower the cost and get that out, they could potentially sell a ton.
Well, let's have a look, Ryan, at their website. Because I feel like if we can buy a DC product from them now as like a statue, then figure shouldn't be an issue. So let me have a look at a Joker or something.
I picked up the Queen Studios Wonder Woman, but I picked it up from Spec Fiction because they were not shipping that piece to the States, so I had to go to them.
Fiction.
Yeah, that's where I had to go. Because I tried to buy it from Queen Studios, and they were like, "Oh, we can't sell it in the States and whatever." So,
all right, let's have a look. Yes, okay, not available in your country. All right, so Queen, just like J&D, their license is limited to region. It's region specific. I don't necessarily know that bothers them though, because some of the biggest collectors of DC stuff that I follow, they are based in Queen's home country and J&D's home country. The Asian market is insane for high-end collectibles.
Oh, yes.
J&D sells out, no problem. Doesn't matter how limited they are to the regions that they come from. There are still ways to get them, obviously Spec Fiction, various other sites that you can buy from. So it's not like you can't get them. But I do think that if they can figure that out, that'll be the secret sauce, if you will. That will give them the ability to get quicker time to market because they're not relying on a boat having to drag the shipment all the way to another country on the other side of the planet and then send it out to customers. So essentially you're paying double shipping. You're paying from Hong Kong to US and then US to you. They could drop ship just like 3-0 does directly from the factory to your doorstep for the price that they are selling it for in the country that they are based in. Please, Queen, please do not work with a distributor who will up your prices. Please do not.
Yes.
Please.
Facts. Set up your own website and just let us buy it. That's all. Like
I'll ask them actually.
Don't put it on a boat, put it in an airplane, and ship the damn thing. So,
in fact, maybe we should have a conversation. I speak with Queen on the regular. They told me about this project that they were working on a while ago. They're apparently doing a couple of YouTube shows. Maybe you and I should have a chat to them, and I will appeal to them directly. I will say, please do not work with a company that will up your prices because it will overinflate the value of what people are expecting from your figures. Like, I paid $500. This thing should sing and dance for me. It's not.
People think that. People think that. Just saying.
People do. People do.
Why does this Superman not actually fly? Oh, okay.
That's a very good. When people comment on my Transformers, my 3-0 videos, they're like, "It can't transform into a beetle," and I'm like, "Well, my Superman can't fly." You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Not everything can.
Can't do. I mean, you can buy the one that does transform, and you can be happy. But this one doesn't.
You can.
You can complain about everything, but it's that's kind of where I want to see. The chat is saying a couple things. I hope they're only slightly more expensive, and I get people are definitely budget conscious, especially nowadays where world's going crazy shit. But price and shipping. I think he meant time. For me, the speed is more important than the money.
Agreed.
For me, I'll pay an extra $50 a figure or whatever it is, and I might be shooting myself in the foot here, but Queen Studios. I'm not saying you can increase it. I'm just saying I would pay for speed. We both pay for speed with the shipping.
We
stuff.
do.
Like
yes,
that's the whole point. So speed for me is more important than it cost me an extra 25 or $30. And I'm sick and tired of waiting a year. Like this Batman, this movie, flipping amazing. We're not going to get anything from it forever. In fact, here's what I did. Because I didn't want to wait on Hot Toys for a year and a half for whoever the hell it was. I went and bought me a damn Lego Batman.
Ooh, the Technic. Oh yes,
I got the Batmobile, man. Right.
Yep.
And I'm gonna get the one from Yoast. I'm gonna get that one.
Yep. Me too.
But this was here now, and I could pick it up.
Yep. I'm. That is one of the biggest things for me as well. Don't do what Hot Toys does, Queen. Don't try and put out 50 products a year because they never get to put out the full 50 products in the year. 12. What?
That's not even a secret.
Confirmed.
That's not a secret, I promise.
But seriously, 12 a year. One figure per month. 12. 12 is manageable. You can do 12, I think. Don't try and do 56. It's not possible.
And everybody knows it's not possible. Like we know it.
Yeah.
There's no chance in hell. If Hot Toys was going to continue on their trend of pre-order 75 figures a year, or whatever the hell it is, they at least should increase communication. So some people will complain about Yoast and the delays in some of the projects he got going on, but you cannot complain on what you get, and you cannot complain about the communication. He is on it. Like he communicates all the time, lets you know what's going on. This might happen. I mean, just unbelievable. If
J&D
1% of that.
You're not wrong. And J&D has a great YouTube channel where they give you updates, and so I'm expecting that out of J&D. Queen, they do some videos as well, and they keep you updated, but I don't really follow their YouTube channel as much. But that's one of the key things. This group, I still think it's a really bad idea, to be honest, because people are going to be asking them, where's this? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? That group is going to be flooded in a minute. Yeah.
Already there.
Already there. But if they could do a YouTube channel that was a product or update video once a month or once every quarter, I think that would have been more than enough. I think the group is a terrible idea.
From a customer service standpoint, it is terrible idea. Terrible. And if anybody need only look to distributors' Facebook groups, you will know.
You will know. You will know.
Not good. Not a good idea. So J&D, what are you hoping from J&D? J&D, I think is going to be. I think we got Hot Toys, and then we got Queen's going to be somewhere right here,
and then J&D's like
J&D is going to be like way the hell up here, third scale. Some crazy shit. So
let me bring up the pictures. So this is the lead artist at J&D. His name is Kojin, and this is one of the products or projects he did before he started doing J&D. This is 1/6 scale. And when I scroll through the pictures, you're about to see something that I don't think I have ever seen before. The entire thing is silicon, all on a metal body. Seamless, fully seamless, everything. The neck, the hands, the fingers, everything. This is what I'm expecting from J&D. One of the most incredible, realistic. I mean, look at the hands. They look so real. Look at that.
That's creepy good.
That is what I'm expecting from J&D. Maybe $1,000 plus. Maybe they make 3 figures a year or less than. But something that cannot be rivaled in quality and fully seamless from head to toe. That's what I'm expecting from J&D and Kojin, because this is some of the most incredible work that I think I've ever seen.
That's crazy. Now, immediately it goes to, Well, it's not going to last long. It's going to crack. Blah 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 blah. Immediately, people are going to be going
That is
crazy.
true.
What? But it may, depending on the climates, whatever. This looks amazing. Wow, the possibilities are crazy. I don't know how you do that. I guess you vacuum form the silicone on there or something. I don't know how you would.
And you don't even see a seam like that. How do they even? I have no idea how they've done this.
Ooh. I
It
don't
could
know,
be.
but I'm very much interested in that. I think J&D is going to be way up there as well,
Mhm.
and rightfully so if they can do it. Because we've seen them with. I was just looking at photos of their third scale. I guess it was a third scale, maybe half scale. The Catwoman.
Oh yeah,
That-
I'm gonna get that. That looks incredible.
Like I'm not that big a fan of that character in that film. That like she wasn't my favorite Catwoman, but
Fair
the
enough.
way they delivered it, man, it looks good. It looks good.
I have another question though, Ryan.
Shoot,
Guns.
yeah.
We've seen that is an issue with Warner Brothers. If we are coming in at this high price point that we're potentially talking about, with the realism that we're talking about, but they can't or won't include guns, do you think that would be a problem for people potentially saying, oh, well, I'm spending $1,000 on this and it doesn't even come with, like, say they're making a Peacemaker. Spending $1,000 on a Peacemaker doesn't even come with his gun.
Yeah, that's when the third party market steps in. And yes, it would be a problem. 100%.
True.
It would be a problem. And that's when everybody with their 3D printers would be like, screw you, I'll make myself. That's where I'm at right now. So I'm getting ready to buy.
Yeah, me too.
But yes, I think it would be a problem. And I think that the woke culture needs to stay out of comics, in my opinion, for this reason. I mean, you got the Grim Knight Batman that looks amazing by Prime One, but you can't show any photos of it with all the weapons on the thing. It's just,
yeah,
whatever. I'm not a big fan of that, but companies do what they think they need to do for their own companies, and that's fine. Do whatever you think's best. But yeah, I think it will affect things. Peacemaker, the Hot Toys Peacemaker with no Peacemaker.
Well, Hot Toys kind of backpedaled. Ryan asked them, can the gun come out? They were like, yep, no problem. Gun can come out. And then they came back to him and they were like, actually, you'll have to wait and see for the final product. Yeah. Which is like, what kind of answer is that? What does it come out or not? Like, it shouldn't be a state secret. I want to know what this rule from Warner Brothers is. Is it you can include guns, but you cannot market them with or holding the guns, or they just can't include guns at all? Why is there no specific information on this? Because that's something that I think people would probably be interested in knowing, to be honest.
I think if you can't have the figures display or statues, because the Grim Knight one doesn't have one. I don't think you can have, if it's a realistic gun, I don't think you can promote it in that fashion. The Grim Knight one has photo, like there's promo photos of all the guns.
Yeah, with all the guns on the back. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not on the statue. They're on a like table or whatever. You can see them all.
Yep.
Which is, it's just stupid. It's dumb. I just think that the characters are what the characters are, and they use what they use, and they should come with it. That's it. I think this J&D, if they, or not J&D, Queen Studios, if they do this Batman, he should have a real working grappling gun. And I'm just kidding. it should.
Honestly, though, it wouldn't surprise me if they do an Entebbe level of quality, like Entebbe with their Terminators. The shotguns were real metal and real wood. And the 1911, the pistol, was a real metal working, like sliding pistol. You could take the bullets out of the magazine. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they hit that level of quality with the weapons and the accessories, like all metal, real wood, working, moving mechanics. And I think J&D will be that next level. People are asking about the silicon. How long is it going to last? J&D uses medical grade silicon, and they say it can last 50 years. So, depending on how old you are, it might outlast you. Let's just put it that way.
I didn't see anywhere where J&D said we're doing this license or that license or any.
No.
They just said. And so, are they making figures, or are they going to make 6-scale statues that are ridiculous?
They did say action figures in the video specifically.
Okay. I saw figures, but that's vague. I'm hoping they do figures. But instead of J&D, we got DJN.
Oh,
maybe it's J&D in disguise. I don't know. But hey, guys, wow.
okay.
Yes, they are changing. Well, they're getting better, I think, improving. But thank you for the super chat. I think, yeah, we're making progress. We're making I would really hope that they Queen or J&D, they go towards the non-movie route. They go the comic route. I think because the content is just, there's so much out there. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay. I think their forte right now is movie. I think their forte is like realism, ultra realism. But let's be honest, custom makers, I've been working with so many custom makers nowadays because with the advent of resin 3D printing and the painting techniques becoming more widely able to be learnt by people, people are making some incredible customs. I'm having a Riddler from the Batman made because I do not want to wait. I cannot wait a year for merchandise from that movie. I can't. I just cannot. I would love to be able to, but I can't do it. Yeah. I'm also having them make me a Batman. That same custom artist is making me a Batman. He's doing all the stitching, all the tailoring, all the outfit, forehead sculpts. I'm even considering asking him to scale it up and make me a quarter scale version. Because at this point, the custom artists are so talented that they can do stuff like that. So we do need companies to kind of step up and give us that next level so that it keeps. We want to see continuous improvement. That's what we're looking for.
That's what I want to see. And I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I just want to see things get better. But for the love of God, don't make me wait 2 years on something.
Please don't.
We're just now possibly going to be getting our damn in-game Loki.
Maybe. I mean, we just got this. After how long was this?
Yeah, I don't even care. I mean, I want the Loki for the collection, but at this point, I'm like, okay, whatever.
But by the way, this box art is gorgeous. It's metallic front to back. It's got crazy whack. I love this box. I might even see if I can display this somehow. It's really nice. Like the color fits the character.
Yeah, I'm with you. Well, guys, that's it. I wanted to chat for just a little bit. I didn't want to take up too much of Justin's time because I know he's busy. And this was an impromptu. I just messaged him this morning. And he was very kind to say, sure. Well, I don't even know what time it was for you. I have no idea. But
you messaged me at 8, but it's fine. I was awake.
There you go. So anyways, had a good chat. We'll do this again soon. But I'm excited for this. Stay tuned to the to Justin's group, my group, for all stuff that's going on with this, our channels. I'm sure we'll cover it. But I'm with you. I think we should get Queen Studios on board here and ask some questions. We should do that.
I will ask them if we can do that because there are questions that I feel other channels they're a little bit smaller, so they're worried that Queen Studios won't want to talk to them again. I'm going to ask the hard questions because I feel like we want to know, and we should know. Yeah, we'll do it. You know,
especially and there's 300 some odd people here. They're willing to buy your product.
That's right.
That's all. So that's it. Yep. Anyways, we're out of here, guys. Thanks for the super chats. You guys have been awesome. We're out.
Thanks for having me.
We'll see you on the channel.